The Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, they went at it for the right for first place in the NFC division. Something had to give. It was a nice game for a while, but let's talk about it. Them Philadelphia Eagles, they didn't woke up. I see something totally different with this team. You know, the beginning of the year, Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball. They noticed that Jalen Hurts not that dude to be slinging that ball around. We need to take the ball out of his hand and run the ball. Philadelphia did that. Philadelphia runs the ball more than any team in the NFL, and they continued again tonight. 200 yards rushing to go with 228 yards passing, 400 and something yards of total offense. They were balling out there, man. Everyone was in sync for the most part. Even though Hurts didn't have a big game through the air, everyone else held their own. He didn't need to have a big day. This was a great win by the Philadelphia Eagles. They take control of the NFC East division, in my opinion. The defense, they played lights out. Zach Braun, the linebacker who came over from the New Orleans Saints, is a fast linebacker. That dude been playing lights out all year. It seems like every team that plays them, they try to go after him, and he answered the bell every time. I specifically be paying attention to that. It's like every game, they go right after him, and dude be answering the bell. Like at the beginning of the game, they tried to go at him, and he almost caught a diving interception. You know what I'm saying? He fast. He fits what Vic Fangio is doing on defense. I'm familiar with his defense because Vic Fangio was with the Denver Broncos and then he was with the Miami Dolphins. So I'm familiar with what he like to do. He like to bring that pressure, but he don't like to bring it with the secondary. He just like to rush up front. The defense is playing real well right now. Complete team. Let's get to the Washington Commanders. Okay, the honeymoon's over. There's film on Jaden Daniels now. Everyone knows what Cliff Kingsbury like to call in certain situations. Jaden Daniels, there's film on you right now. They know your tendencies. It's time to switch it up, buddy. I understand you be sitting there waiting on a call from Cliff. If you don't like what you see on the field, you need to let Cliff know. You could talk to Cliff until a couple seconds before the mic cut off. He just out there being managed like a rookie quarterback. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Take control of this team. Terry McLaurin, he couldn't get open. It bees like that at times. You know what I'm saying? That's a big weakness of this team. This team needs another wide receiver. I'm a big fan of Terry, but I think Terry is a number 2 wide receiver. I think they need another number 1 receiver. They got Luke McCaffrey. He's still learning how to play the game. He's a rookie. You need another solid wide receiver in there to help. Don't you know that Austin Eckler was their leading receiver? And he's the running back. Most of the game, they ran screens and tried to run the ball. I think Robinson had like 63 yards, but 95% of the passes went to tight ends and running backs. That can't happen. When Terry gets shut down, you got to have that other wide receiver that can hold you down. Because the tight ends that you got are average. It's easy to shut them down. You got to have another dude on the side of Terry and McCaffrey that can hold their own. Let's talk about Cliff, though. Cliff Kingsbury. He has to call better plays. I understand Jaden Daniels is coming back from injury. His ribs may not be 100%. Don't you think other teams know that? You got to call better plays, man. This offense tonight looked like the Houston Texans offense with Bobby Slowick. It's like They stubborn and they don't want to switch it up. Same thing. Run the ball, call screens. That's not going to get it done. You know? Let's talk about the offensive line. The offensive line has to block. If the passing game going to struggle, the offensive line got to at least be able to open holes for the run game. Robinson and Eckler are two of the better backs. They should easily be able to get 150 yards rushing every game. You know? Now let's talk about the defense. I'm a big fan of this defense. Bobby Wagner, Payne on the D-line. They okay. But they still need a couple more pieces. The last few weeks, they've been playing lights out. You know, they came back down to their size in this game. Marcus Lattimore. Why is he sitting on the sideline? It's been 2 weeks. I need him on the field. You a defensive back. You not a rookie. You done seen it all in the league. You know, there are only a couple coverages. Why he not on the field? Is he hurt or something? They could have used him in this game. You know? I feel if Lattimore playing this game, that game could have been totally different. You feel me? Eagles did whatever they wanted whenever they wanted to. Jaden Daniels only had like 191 yards passing, and most of that was in garbage time. I don't even count that. You know, this was just a horrible night for Washington all around the board. I understand they was coming off a short week too. You know, that's when you know you have to be even better though. Teams know you not at 100%. You just played. You got to have some plays to catch teams off guard, man, to let them know, look, yeah, we may not be 100% tonight, but you still going to have to deal with us. It's like Philly knew they were tired and fatigued, and they took total advantage of them from start to finish. This Philly team I seen tonight, I ain't see this team in the previous weeks. If this how they going to play, yeah, Philly going to have something to do with that NFC championship, man. They going to have something to say about that. I thought Detroit was going to maybe run away with it. Philly playing like that, Detroit going to have to fight for that one, you know. Real talk. I'm going to be paying real close attention to the Washington Commanders now. They done lost a few games. If they lose any more, they may not even make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about to get real tight, you know, especially in the NFC. Joe Witt, the defensive coordinator, you're going to have to come up with some more things. Man, you're going to have to make this defense play all out, man, because the offense not getting it done. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do you think the Washington Commanders should be worried? Or do you think they're going to be just fine? It just was a couple bad games. This Sports Savvy TV. I see y'all on the next one, people.